bright moonlight, you are my sun. Day 23, Guilt. She's holding her cap and gown in her hands, at least the plastic package it came in. Ladybug sighs as she waits for LadyNoir to come. Getting the cap and getting the gown and then putting it all on, it made her really think about the huge change. She still hasn't committed to a school just yet, and the deadline is in just a week. It's a running debate in her mind. Stay in Paris till Hawkmoth is defeated or join LadyNoir in a school that's in the United States. She has yet to tell him about her applications to those out-of-country schools. "Milady." The words are accompanied by a kiss on the top of her head, and Ladybug folds the gown and cap in her hands, in her arms, and smiles as Shot comes to sit next to her. "What's that?" he asks, pointing to the bag in her hands. "My cap and gown," she explains, nervously biting her lip. "It just came." "That's great, because mine did too," he says. "Darn, I should have shown it. I should have brought it to show you too. We could have had a fashion show." Ladybug snorts. "No way. I'm like drowning in mine. I need to adjust some of it," she explains. Shot's eyes brighten and he nudges her side playfully. "Even better," he exclaims. They didn't plan for patrol today. Unsurprisingly. They didn't plan for a patrol today, surprisingly. It's been so calm lately, they decided to just hang out with each other. However, because they're still superheroes with masked identities and need to be on high alert for anything that may happen, they decided to go during the nighttime. It's become their together time at this point. She's so happy with it, honestly, even with a little sleep. "So, you're graduating soon?" Ladybug asks. Shot nods. "Yep, I can't wait. Honestly, I've been looking online for maps for my new school campus, and it's also exciting. It's supposed to be a pretty small college, but they have a really good program. And I get to experience a whole new way of life, one where no one knows who I am and I can just be myself and be a regular person. Not a superhero who runs after a giant starfish in the middle of the day," he jokes, bringing up last week's Akuma. Ladybug groans and slams her head into her palms. God, did he have to bring it up? She can hear him laughing at her, and she has half a mind to slam her hand over his mouth. Limply, she does try, but her hand just meets air. Honestly, she previously had no idea a starfish could be so terrifying. But then again, anything is scary when it's nearly an entire building's height, and when it shoots lasers at you. Ladybug understands the victim's anger over always being put as the starfish mascot despite having a marine biology degree, but gosh, they didn't really have to try and disintegrate her in LadyNoir. Oh, don't like it when I bring up your best friend?" he teases. Ladybug scowls at him. "Not so much as my best friend as my hairstylist's worst enemy," she mutters. Well, your hair was put back to normal with the magic ladybugs. Shame. I liked the bob cut," he laughs. She, however, did not. Not only did she smell like burned hair and had an awful cut, she also looked like her mother. Not that Ladybug didn't love her mother. She did, of course. Don't ever think that she didn't. It's just, she wasn't ready to look like Sabine just yet. "I didn't," Ladybug grumbles. "I will never get a bob in my life. That is for certain. Thank you, Starfish, for the clarification." Shot pouts. He brushes through her hair with his hand. "I kinda liked it. I've never seen your hair put in a different style before." "It was really pretty," he says. Ladybug turns around as she brushes, and she tries to ignore his hand brushing through her hair. It's nice, and he's gentle enough that it's not actually tugging on any tangles. "Stop," Ladybug says, half-heartedly trying to push his hands away. Shot only laughs and continues to rake his hands in her hair. At some point, his claws catch onto her hair tie and it starts to come out loose. He makes a sound in interest. Dear God, it sounds like the sound that real cats make when they find a hidden cabinet of food that no one knows about. And tries to pull it totally out. Ladybug finally gets his hands away, almost shrieking as she's holding his wrist away from her nearly undone pigtail. Chat Noir is laughing hysterically and struggling with her. He's staring at her with a wide smile and eyes crinkled with amusement. Reaching down to their feet, he picks up her gown and cap, still clean in its plastic package, and hands it to her. There's a cheeky grin on his face, and she snatches it right back. "You dropped it," he says. With his hands empty, it's a funny thing to say, so Ladybug just grabs his hand and waves it around limply. He watches her with a confused but adoring expression. Honestly, she has no idea why she's so amused, but she just dropped her cap and gown and her hair is almost halfway undone and everything's just funny at this point. "I love you," Chat Noir blurts out, and Ladybug looks up to him, stilling. It's certainly not the first time he's ever told her that he's loved her. In fact, he's probably told her he loved her more times in the first year of knowing her than nearly everyone else in that year combined. The ocean is blue, the world is a sphere, the grass is green, and Chat Noir loves Ladybug. Everyone knows that. Most of all, her. But this is the first time he's told her that he loved her while they were dating, and they've been together for nearly 3 months now. Oh my god. 3 months? Oh my god, that's such a long time! She didn't quite realize how he didn't say until this very second. She's not quite sure why. It can't be because he doesn't think that she'll say it back. It can't be because he thinks she's scared of his strong feelings for her. Maybe he just didn't want to push things? "I love you too. Don't you know that?" Ladybug says with a laugh. Chat smiles and nods. "I do," he says honestly. "I just wanted to say it, you know, as your boyfriend for the first time." Ladybug smiles. "Oh, so what a special night today is," she says. "Yeah, I get to see your hair loose but not burnt. We say the first as a couple I love yous. You have your cap and gown and we'll do a fashion show for me. It's all so memorable," Chat says with a teasing lilt to his voice. Ladybug rolls her eyes playfully. "I never said I'd do a fashion show for you," she points out. "But yeah, it is memorable." They sit in comfortable peace for another minute or so before she speaks again. Ladybug nudges his shoulder with her head, much like a cat, and that fact doesn't fly over his head. "Hey," she tells him. "I love you." "You already said that," he replies in almost a perplexed manner. "I know, but the entire time we've known each other, you said I love you, and I didn't. I just want to tell you again," she admits. Chat laughs a bit. "I love you too." "You love me a lot." "Guilty as charged."